name's John. Welcome to Global Health 45460. We're going to have some fun. My name's John Remington and I'm your CD for the next 12 weeks or so as we progress through a course that is fundamental to your development both as a nurse according to the College of Nurses of Ontario and also about your fundamental development as a human being, in my opinion. The course will be fairly relaxed and it will be directed at a pace that should not overwhelm people. That being said, there are assignments we have to grade. It's the real world. The online stuff, the course outline, thanks to Katie, I made a slight error, and if I ever get into Moodle, which I have if you're seeing this, will be changed. So everything's the same as this on page 3 of the outline, except on week 1, today if I can get into Moodle, there will be a test practice online session. And you have 7 days, you'll always have 7 days to do each of the online components, and they may get a little out of whack, but you'll have that time. Basically, if you respond in any way at all, you'll get the full 2% for the first week. It's just a practice session. There is, on page 7, as Katie pointed out, I didn't delete it, I meant to. There was, in this outline, which is completely correct apart from the week 1 test online, on week 5, October 16th, the individual participation paper worth 5% does not exist. It's basically what you've probably done before, which is peer evaluation. You give yourself a grade out of 5, and you give everybody in your group a grade out of 5, and then I'm supposed to add 104 individual things together. In other words, I have to add together probably 408 or 800 and whatever, and come up with your final grade for the 5%. Total waste of time. Your 4th years, I expect you to actually do the work on time, do it to a good standard, read and implement written feedback, and ask questions. And the 5% will be there. If you fail to do any of those things, chances are that your grade for the individual assignments will be slightly less. The one thing that causes concern is the 5% PowerPoint. And that is due on October 16th. Now it's called a scrapbook, and initially it was a scrapbook and you had to put stuff together and bring it in, and that became really daft. People were printing out huge amounts of volume and all of that stuff. So the weekly PowerPoint is due on October 16th, and it's going to be 10 to 12 slides. There'll be a very clear rubric, and basically you add 1 or 2 slides a week. You could do it at the end before it's due, or you can do it as the course progresses. I'll be putting up examples. I'm building my own 5% scrapbook, which is actually just a slideshow, a PowerPoint slideshow. And the whole concept of that is that you are, however old you are now, for example, I'm 54. I know it's a bit of a shock, I look 22. But when I'm 70 years of age, that's 16 years from now, which is 2036. So what I would do in my PowerPoint is I looked at my past, my genetic and history of diet and exercise and smoking and all the rest of it, and I guess what my death date would be and how ill or non-ill I would be when I'm 70. I also look to the future and think about what the weather would be like, what the population of Toronto would be like, what crime would be like, what global health issues I might face when I'm 70. So each of you will do the same thing, and I think it's kind of exciting, and it really is not a ton of work. The slides themselves are like 1 or 2 lines of text, which is just your thoughts, your opinions, or a bit of detail, and a couple of pictures just to make it look entertaining. And then everybody uploads them to Moodle, and we can look at everybody's. If you have problems at any time uploading individual assignments to Moodle, just let me know by email, or let me know when you actually submit it by clearly on the first page saying do not upload. But sharing is caring, right? Anyway, if you've got any questions, just ask me every week, put it in. I would advise you to come to class on a regular basis. If you don't, you're going to lose out. I don't really care either way, but it does sadden me that when people do this course and then I see them a year later when I'm at Sunnybrook and they say to me, I don't know what Global Health was about, I don't know what the point of it was. Because that tells me they're really dumb, right? We live on a planet, we exist in Toronto, what happens to this planet, what happens to Toronto, is of vital importance to us as selfish humans. It's incredibly important for us as nurses. If you have no sense of direction, if you have no sense of future, if you have no sense of future opportunities and challenges, you're just a passenger wandering through life waiting to die. And none of us should do that. Okay. Hope to see you all Tuesday. Bye.
These hands have fed